This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So just a disastrous start to a as they fumble away the opening kickoff.
It's so simple. Ball security, so important in a game like this.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Goff. And he's got hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This is 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and 3.
Check.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers have struck first in this NFC title game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Off to the races. Inside the 20.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. It was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Dragon 60. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
19 Lions. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Second and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
90 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3rd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. Dance into his left. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Flushed out right.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now Goff. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Amari Barno.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
18, level. 18, level.
They'll drop to throw.
Hauled in on the out route by Melton.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 18, 5 here.
They'll look to throw again. That's to Cook out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
104 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder,
well, he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Go, Glenn.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play action. It's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense. And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Gibbs going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are back within a score.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
120 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Hey, kill.
Here's Goff.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a 3rd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start. The 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Now Goff on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's got the connection to Cooper. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, lift! 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 What's that?
They'll go again with Gibbs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Maverick!
They're going to run this with a tight end. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone. but it winds up getting him a few yards.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
19 right. Left wing 19.
They'll look to throw here. Open man downfield is Sims. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, we're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. That one let go deep for Laporta. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Cooper will go in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Goff. Completes it right side to Cooper. But he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Goff now looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
All over you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's going deep for Bateman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. The give, right side for Gibbs. Now loose football, the ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, check that. Street.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Ready? Hey, man, Franco!
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Amari Barno in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
A beautiful fake. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Johnson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I got you, boy.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain there of 30 big ones. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple.
Buffalo 18. On the goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Perez. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Warriors 70. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go now.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Now is 2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the